Hey, you guys, listen, y'all. We're gonna see if we start having if it starts getting choppy. What we'll do is we'll just do a recap tonight. Okay, I'm gonna try to be on here for maybe an hour or so. We're gonna see because I want to see what's going on. Because I thought that the prosecution actually rested on yesterday. I thought that the prosecutors actually rested. I don't know if the defense has a rebuttal, if they're going to present their witnesses or whatever. And then after they do that, I don't know. Then they arrest. I'm not sure, but I think that's how it goes. The defense will have the opportunity to um present their if it starts getting choppy, you guys, I'm gonna try to stay on here for like an hour, and then if when a break comes, then I'm gonna just we'll just do a recap tonight if it starts getting choppy again. Because I've been on here 3 days pushing things that I got to do. I definitely got to go do something today. It's a case I got to finish so I can close it, so I can get that lady out my life. I want her gone up out of my life. I won't even let her repay me no money. I don't want no more money from her. I want to be left alone. Good morning. Let's see who is in here. I see Pretty Brown Eyes, Miss Nellie, Tierney, Straight to the Point, Lauren, Lee, Kenny, Maddie, Miss Nellie. Did I say Miss Nellie? Beautiful Nightmare, CK, um, Key Glock over in Law Crime, Cutting Up Love. You Key Glock. Who Key Glock is over on Law and Crime? Let's see. Miss Muffin, plus size baddie, the Black Barbie. Let's see, Patrick. Lynn says, I thought the prosecution rested on yesterday. I think what has to happen is the defense get to present their case now. I think I'm keeping it back studio. I think the defense gets to present their case or their proof or whatever. Straight Drop decided he was not going to testify. So what happens to go? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Go Van. I absolutely 100% don't know. It would be interesting to know. It would definitely be interesting to know, but I don't know what's going on with him. Miss Muffin says she thinks that they're doing closing statements today. Okay. So the defense did not have not one witness. I know some people say they think they'll do character witness, but that only comes after when right before the sentencing, right? So that the jury can go easy on him. They heinously killed that man. The jury is not gonna go easy on them. That man was walked into a cookie shop, wasn't doing nothing to nobody, and they killed that man for some money and $800 at that. Because Cornelius was the one that really killed him. He shot him up in the back. Listen, is Raven in here? Because I saw her in the other one. Is she in here right now? Because I want to ask her something. Yeah, I'm looking at court hadn't started yet. They said Govan probably testifying for the feds. Somebody signed as Key Glock on Law and Crime said pre-5 life. Hmm. Govan got a proper agreement. Basically, they unalived him for free. We don't really know what drop the soap soon got. Whatever he got, it wasn't enough for. I mean, his life is taken. They took Young Dog's life, and now their life is taken. So that's only fair. Tim, how long do it take the feds to indict on this RICO? I don't know. I think this RICO been going on a couple years. It ain't no telling, depending on all of the people that's involved. He said a killer better get life. Um, I think straight drop might end up being like Alpo. When they get to presenting him with all that the people have told them about him and these unalivings, yeah, I think, yeah, they said closing arguments, then jury instructions, then jury would deliberate for about 2 minutes. 2 minutes in press conference. I agree. You know what? I posted that today. I think I'm gonna do that. I have not eaten grits. Well, I mean, I grew up eating grits, but I liked rice better than grits. I did. But yeah, I've had shrimp and grits. I'm trying to think. I went to a restaurant that had some really good shrimp and grits. I forget the name of that restaurant, but it was really good. Govan gonna tell all because his daughter was unalive the same manner as young Dolph was taken out. What I don't get, Miss T, is how they had all this info on Big Juke. Yeah, I'm trying to understand why Big Juke was never indicted. That within itself, not unless they was, I don't know. He should have been. I'm trying to figure out why he was never indicted. They kept bringing them in. They kept bringing them in. I wonder who Big Juke was talking to when he said rather than Big Juke knew he was getting ready to go to jail. So what's his name? Cornelius said Govan had told everything. Was Big Juke talking to Govan when he said rather than face me, you rather snake me? Rather than face me, you rather snake me. Who was he talking to? Shit. They say it was about some money, but it could have been about his indictment. Hold on, y'all. Y'all. on, you guys. Here I come. Hold on, hold on, you guys. I'm coming. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I don't think court has started yet. No, court has not started yet. Y'all, let me ask y'all something. When the light go out in your microwave, do you have to replace the microwave or can the light be replaced? Yeah, y'all, please get the lights up. We'll look at it on YouTube to see. So the light can be replaced. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do it on YouTube then. Because I almost bought me a new microwave. I was like, Lord, my microwave done went out because the light. So you replace the light in the inside of the microwave or in the back? A microwave bulb replacement? Okay. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. Do the bulb go on the inside or the outside? Or on the side? I'm gonna figure it out. I ain't got my dad around to do this stuff for me no more. um okay, look up the brand. Okay. It's red. I'll figure it out. But red ain't no brand though, is it? Now I sound like a blonde. Lord, stop me. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Okay, search by model number. Okay, so the model number would be up under the microwave on the bottom. Maybe it's on the back. I do. My mama said that this morning when I told her I got to buy a new microwave because the light went out, and she was like, "You need to just pipe down and be somebody's wife." And she was like, "It's my fault though. I messed you up. I spoiled you. But you need to, you old." She said, "You old now. You need to pipe down and be somebody's wife." I think it's getting ready to they're getting ready to start. He said defense never rests yesterday. So what's planned for today? I thought that maybe the defense, if they got witnesses, um, they'll bring their witnesses. That's what I thought. But somebody just said they're going to do their closing statement, their closing argument. That could be it. Now, Marcus, I guess they're not going to call him. I mean, I know Marcus would be a victim, but remember they said the psychological effects. I thought it was another witness coming in from Texas. Somebody told me that. And so remember I said I think that's gonna be Shondell, but I guess it ain't gonna happen. It says it would be very interesting to see what the defense comes up with. Homeboy is going to pull a miracle out of his ass. Yeah, who gave Straight Drop this false sense? Somebody gave him a false sense of he was gonna get out. Remember, somebody said if my nigga go to jail, I'm gonna get him back out. And then Straight Drop then turned around and said, I'm gonna turn myself in and I'm gonna be right back out. Mm, mm. Hey, KL Phil. You think Big Jug was giving him a false sense of, yeah. Straight Drop's attorney, while he was telling on Cornelius, he was telling on himself too. Because he said that CMG paid for Cornelius' attorney. So that would mean who paid for Straight Drop's attorney? Yeah, the bloggers were saying no face, no case. It ain't no way for them to get dropped. They ain't got no case because they ain't got no face. Where's Cypress at? I just want to know where the back door at. I want to ask Cypress about the back door. Where is the back door? Because he said it was some pre people involved. Tell me that is because people are naive enough to think money will fix everything. Well, it does not. You're absolutely right, Angelique. I agree. That's what he thought, and mm-mm. He see it didn't work out for him, and now he's sitting there in a fetal position. Now he's sitting up there in a fetal position. It's sad. This is, I think, straight drop attorney set him up because don't the defense get to see the right? They did set him up. Ganguly, I'm telling you, Slim Trey says Big Juke was unalive before the lawyer's fee was paid for, so Gotti had to pay for it. I don't know. Straight Drop said he's had that attorney for 2 years, but somebody's still paying him. He's still getting paid. Somebody's still paying him. Cornelius put a lot of emphasis on Orange Mound Quick. Let me ask y'all something. Why do you all think that they kept saying that Big Juke was the second man in charge at CMG? He was the second head. Do y'all think that's what Juke was talking about when he said, rather than face me, y'all rather snake me? He said Drop was hanging with Bread Gang artists, not CMG. Slim says 50K. Hold on, let me go back up. 50K was paid to the lawyer. Them dudes ain't have 50K. They said it come from CMG, so who has 50K other than Gotti to pay on something? Well, I agree. It didn't come from them. Those straight dropping them, they didn't have it. Oh, it's got to be heartbreaking as a mother to see your son sitting on trial for doing such a heinous crime. Be quiet. I agree with you, Slim. I agree 100%. I agree with what Slim is saying 100%. He says, Gotti funded the hit, Big Juke set it up. I agree with you 100%. I believe that. Just think about it. Who gained the most from Young Dolph's unalive? Who gained the most? Because and we see from the phone testimony how sloppy Juke was with his phone. Hmm. I told y'all. They said his brother told him to take them phones and throw them in the river. I bought some sugar-free orange juice. I mean, I've been buying everything sugar-free. Normally, the juices that I buy that's sugar-free, it be pretty good. But this sugar-free orange juice is it that's just what it is. Um, It says, and Mario and Anthony really close. Was Mario and Anthony really close? I don't know. I don't know. I believe that I believe that Juke loved his brother. I do. I don't know how God felt about him. Tropicana. It's Tropicana. Ashley says, nobody honestly is better off. CMG might be worse off without Juke and God placing his sister in a leadership role. She may not be ready for what she is inheriting. Yeah, it says this is crazy how Memphis investigators, hold on, these comments moving fast. This is crazy how Memphis investigators did their job with following up and Fulton County detectives did a horrible job. Memphis investigators had several teams, different teams in different departments. Chief Davis said from the start that she was working with their federal entities. You heard vice and narcotic, organized crime was involved. Um, you had the homicide investigators. What was that? Organized crime says that they were out on the scene when Young Dolph was taken out. They came out on the scene. I know the comments moving so fast. When I start reading the comment, it be moving so fast I lose it. Y'all hit the like button for me. It's 2:35 in here. So hit the like button. This is CMG really taking a loss free after Unalive and Dolph became now ain't no artist getting ready to sign with them, especially the Juke gone. Gotti knew Juke did a messy hit and it was all gonna come back on him. So he had him knocked off. They don't even talk about finding Juke's killer. Hmm. Somebody asked is if Youngster is out the hook. I don't believe that he is. I believe Youngster is involved. The realty says shit. If CMG go down, Glow might have to look for another label to sign to. Remember, the family agreed to allow Govan bonds. I believe he's going to give them the big fish. Ashley says Jug knew all the trending artists and had his ear to the streets. Most of the current artists were introduced by Jug or were bribed to keep others from signing them. Youngster shoot a video at Dolph Gray's site. He's definitely involved and evil. He is evil. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Y'all make sure you all hit the like button for me. Let's see. I think your feed is behind a couple minutes. Okay, hold on. Let me see something.
All right. Hear ye. That's out of the division of Criminal Court 10. The 30th Judicial District of the State of Tennessee is now open for the transaction of business pursuant to adjournment. All persons having business with this court draw near, give attention, and ye shall be heard. The Honorable Judge Jennifer Johnson Mitchell presiding. You may be seated.
ladies and gentlemen, before the jury comes in, I will start to read this jury charge very soon. There will be no movement during the charge. The door will be locked. Nobody will enter. Nobody will exit. It's going to take me about 15, 20 minutes to read this charge. So if you don't feel like you're going to be able to sit still during this time frame, please exit now.
Jury now enter into the courtroom now.
Good morning. Good morning. Investigated right tonight. Is ready?
Your Honor, the defense rests.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have heard the truth in this matter. What you have had in your seats, is a jury charge. This is my portion of this trial. It's the law. Now, the law states that I have to read it to you. Please don't think I am insulting your intelligence by reading to you. I know you can read for yourself. But the law states that I have to read it, and you all have to read it at the same time. Okay. That is your copy. You'll see the right on it. I have the official copy here that will go back with you to the jury room. And not right on this copy. So feel free to make any notes that you'd like to make, any changes that I have to make that I see that need to be made, will be made on the official copy. State of Tennessee versus Justin Johnson. Members of the jury. The evidence in this case has been completed, and it is now my duty to instruct you as to the law. After I instruct you as to the law, the state and the defense may present their closing arguments. The law applicable to this case is stated in these instructions, and it is your duty to carefully consider all of them. The order in which these instructions are given is no indication of their relative importance. You should not single out any one or more of them to the exclusion of another or others, but should consider each one in light of and in harmony with the others. Duties of the court and the jury. The law makes it the duty of the court to charge the jury of law relative to the case on trial, and the duty of the jury to carefully consider all of the evidence delivered to them in the trial and under the law given them by the court, render their verdicts with absolute impartiality. No sympathy or prejudice by the jury. You can have no prejudice or sympathy or allow anything but the law and the evidence to have any influence upon your verdicts. You must render your verdicts with absolute fairness and impartiality as you think justice and truth dictate. The indictment in this case is a formal written accusation charging the defendant with the crimes. It is not evidence against the defendant. It does not create any inference of guilt. Statements and rulings of the court. At times during the trial, I have ruled upon the admissibility of evidence. You must not concern yourself with these rulings. Neither by such rulings, these instructions, nor any other remarks which I have made do I mean to indicate any opinion as to the facts or as to what your verdict should Statements and arguments of counsel. Statements, arguments, and remarks of attorneys are intended to help you in understanding the evidence and applying the law, but they are not evidence. If any statements were made by the attorneys in this trial at any time that you believe are not supported by the evidence, you should disregard them. Along these lines, the opening and closing arguments of the attorneys are likewise not evidence. You must base your decision in this case on the evidence that was actually presented in this court, not on the statements of attorneys. Furthermore, the questions the lawyers ask the witnesses are not evidence. You should not think that something is true just because one of the lawyers asks questions that assume or suggest that it is true. Jury, judges of facts and law. You are the exclusive judges of the facts in this case. Also, you are the exclusive judges of the law under the direction of this court. You should apply the law to the facts in deciding this case. You should consider all of the evidence in light of your own observations and experiences in life. Presumption of innocence. The law presumes that the defendant is innocent of the charges against him. This presumption remains with the defendant throughout every stage of the trial and is not overcome unless all the evidence in the case you are convinced beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant is guilty. Burden of proof. The state has the burden of proving the guilt of the defendant beyond a reasonable doubt, and this burden never shifts but remains on the state throughout the trial of the case. The defendant is not required to prove his innocence. The state must have proven beyond a reasonable doubt all of the elements of the crime charged and that it was committed before the finding and returning of the indictment in this case. Reasonable doubt. Reasonable doubt is that doubt engendered by an investigation of all the proof in the case and an inability after such investigation to let the mind rest easily as to the certainty of guilt. Absolute certainty of guilt is not demanded by the law to convict of any criminal charge, but moral certainty is required, and this certainty is required as to every element necessary to constitute the offense. Crimes charged include: the first count of the indictment charges the offense of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. Embracing